start over. Hey YouTube, Coffee Dude 65 here. I'm going to do a quick video. I promise this one will be quick, because I was sitting here and had CNN on the background. I know, don't hate me, but I'm sick of CNN. It's just I needed some background noise. And anyway, they had a guest on here, and Jim Acosta, I think it was interviewing him, and he was asking him about, do you believe that Trump won the election and it was the election was stolen? The guy wouldn't answer. I've seen this played out 100 times, maybe 1,000 times, that these people that will defend the, as they call it, the big lie about, they just do this double talk. They won't answer the question. And I'm like, please, just, if you believe it, say it. Okay? Quit. I'm trying not to swear. Okay? But quit messing around and just say it. If you believe the election was stolen, say it. If you believe it wasn't, say it. Why will no one take a stand anymore? I don't understand it. Okay, so what he said was, he continued this whole thing about, well, it was irregular and fraudulent. There were so many irregularities in the last election. We need to investigate it. Okay, now I'm gonna say, okay, if there's irregularities, let's look into it. But fraud, it has been looked into thousands upon thousands of times. Trump-appointed judges have looked at it and thrown these cases out of court. I mean, but here's what I want to get to. Irregular and fraud are two separate things. Please, would the world please pick up a dictionary and understand what the hell they're talking about? Okay, I've went and I've Googled very quickly the definition of irregular, which is contrary to the rules or that which is normal or established. They give an example. They were questioned about their involvement in irregular financial dealings. Okay, so irregularity is the state of being irregular. I looked that up. Okay, that's the definition of irregular. Fraud is a person or thing intended to deceive others, typically by unjustifiably claiming or being credited with accomplishments or qualities. Okay, so it's kind of talking about a grifter. That's kind of a weird definition. It's the first one I came across. But what fraud is it's malicious. It's purposeful. It's someone trying to gain advantage by subterfuge and by lying, and it's malicious. Irregularity could simply be something's wrong and we need to look into it. It's like this. You used to go and you would buy discounted jeans because they were irregular, and they would cost less than the regular jeans because the stitching may be not quite perfectly straight. They were irregular, but they didn't make that perfectly, the seam not perfectly straight on purpose. It's just how it was sewn through the machine. Okay, and they would discount that and they would call it irregular. Wasn't fraud. Now, if I bought a pair of jeans, which I actually did this one time, I came across these jeans that was in this like farm and home store, and they were so cheap that I bought like 2 or 3 pairs. I should have known better, because they literally fell apart within a week. They were the threads were rotten. They were so old. And I mean, I wore them about 2 times, washed them, and they just come across. Now that store, that was guilty of being fraudulent. That was fraud. They shouldn't have sold that product. I guess I should have been smart enough not to buy it. But anyway, that's it for now. I wanted to do that because it was fresh on my mind. Trying to get back into doing videos. I still need a webcam. I'm still using my old camcorder thing that I have to transfer over. Anyway, talk at you guys later. Coffee Dude 65 out. Peace.